series, Hobby Hangout. Thought you were going to do it. No worries. I am Jay, and joining me is my co-host with the series.
Hey everyone, and I'm Dom, and I can't wait to journey through the world of hobbies. In this episode, we are going to be diving into the wonderful world of hobbies, specifically hobby finding.
Absolutely Dom, but let's not keep our viewers waiting any longer, or ourselves for the matter. Let's get into it.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a moment to ponder the true essence of hobbies.
Definitely. You know, hobbies are more than just pastimes, they're gateways to your imagination and creation. According to the dictionary.com definition of hobbies, they're an activity or interest pursued for relaxation or pleasure, not necessarily for a primary occupation.
Precisely, Dom. At their core, hobbies are just essentially fun activities that you can do to pass the time. Sometimes it might even lead to more.
What's fascinating about hobbies is that they are as diverse as the ones who embrace them. Whatever your hobby might be, you might be able to match them perfectly.
Well, sometimes it's not even about the activity itself. Sometimes it's about the experiences and the emotions behind them that attract someone to a certain hobby.
Hobbies have this unique ability to transport us where time stands still. That's the beauty of hobbies. They offer a sanctuary of happiness amidst our busy lives.
That's all fun and dandy. So now it's time to help get you into how you can find your first.
Alright.
So you want to start finding your perfect hobby? Well, it can be daunting, but it can be well worth the journey.
And we want to help you. Think about your interests. To start, think about what excites you. What sparks your curiosity?
Maybe you could look to the past to help find things, like thinking back to your childhood. Maybe there was an activity that you used to do all the time that brought you joy.
But not limited to the past. Be open to new activities.
And here's an example of how you could get started on your journey. Maybe if you have a way to connect to the internet, you could open up a Facebook, Twitter, not really Twitter probably, but, or even just a search engine, and look up your area plus the activity that you're interested in. You could be surprised that there is somebody out there nearby, relatively, who is interested in the same thing that you're trying for. So you can maybe hit them up and ask them for pointers if it's something that they could give, or just so then you could have an area to go in doing these things. What's another way you could go about it?
Yeah, another way you could probably go about it is, I mean, this is kind of before the whole social media thing, which actually you can still do today. You can go to your local library. There's books that likely have the hobby that you're going for. You know, whether it's, you're going to go skiing, or playing sports, or just about anything.
As long as it exists, of course, or as long as it's big enough to have some sort of following out there. You could definitely use databases like the library. Heck, reading is a hobby too, right? Like,
Definitely.
That's a good place as any to do that type of thing. But, of course, other instances is maybe your workplace or your place of education might have different activities and clubs to help you maybe try something in a safe environment. So you don't really have to go all out for it. You can just try it and see it's not for you. Or see it is you.
Yeah, how about, are your friends into a hobby that you haven't even heard of? And you ask them about it, they show you, and then all of a sudden you're already hooked onto it.
doesn't matter what way, but there are definitely, I would say there are probably even more ways that we didn't even mention of being able to look into a little bit of something.
Whether you're at the library or you're terminally online on Facebook, there's plenty of ways to find out what hobbies are. Or which kind of hobbies are out there that you don't even know exist. You also want to balance your hobby and your occupation.
Consider your goals. Are you doing this for relaxation? Or are you doing this for stimulation?
Pick something that fits your schedule. Does it suit your downtime or does it need full focus?
You can't do something if obviously you're busy with other things, but if you're interested in something, you can find some room to wiggle around, and if you wanted to. I mean, many people have done it. I'm sure you can maybe figure out a way to do this. But it also kind of starts with you, though. You have to be interested in it to begin with.
That's how they start out, usually. Sometimes that's how businesses are created. It could just be based on one person's hobby.
It's okay to experiment and do more than one hobby, because the first one that you do doesn't have to be the last one that you stick with.
And most importantly, just enjoy the personal journey.
It's all about the enjoyment. Why would you do something if you're not going to enjoy it? People love to categorize things into things that are easy to understand. That's why I took it upon myself to create 6 charts to help us go through that. On screen now will be the valuable tool we've designed to help you navigate this exciting world of hobbies.
This set of charts is an excellent resource for discovering your ideal hobby.
After a bit of thinking, Dom and I thought of 6 of the more common standstills someone might have in deciding if a hobby is ideal or not for them. Let's take you all through them.
The red part stands for the cost of the hobby overall. The further left it is, the less it will cost a newcomer. And the further right means it's more expensive.
The orange stands for whether it's creative or not. The left, meaning it's not as creative. And the right, meaning it is.
The yellow stands for how social it can be. Far left will be the hobbies that are meant by yourself, and the right will be the hobbies that require more people.
Now the green. The green means what type of hobby it is, whether it's physical or mental. The more physical it is, the further left it is. The more mental, the further right.
Now, blue stands for the amount of time it takes to get into. The left meaning it takes less time to get into, the right meaning it takes more time.
And lastly, the purple. This stands for the longevity of the hobby. Put simply, this will help show how long one could continue this hobby for.
Basically, whether it has a true endpoint or it can be done again and again, perhaps a few viewers may have a question as to what we'll do with this chart.
This is a great question to answer. In each episode, including this one, there will be a filled out version of this chart somewhere towards the end of the video, so you can get a clearer understanding of the hobby that might be a perfect fit for you.
Feel free to pause this to take notes or screenshot this chart. You can even use it independently if you like. We believe this chart is a valuable resource that can benefit anyone. Hobbies are fun to experiment with. You don't have to settle with the first hobby. You can even settle with the hobby that you've already done before. Just enjoy it.
That's right, some people actually do the thing that we're doing in this series, where every week, or every day, or every hour even, they'll rotate through a different hobby, just to try to find one that they like. Except this series is a little bit different than that, because once we find one that we're liking, we're probably going to still rotate and do other ones that we probably might not like either.
Well, that's the real world of hobbies, you know. Sometimes we do things that we like, sometimes we do things we don't like.
But just as an effort to trying to find some excitement, enjoyment, and altogether employment. Yeah.
According to the American Psychological Association, hobbies act as a form of stress relief, providing an avenue of relaxation and rejuvenation. To put it simply, hobbies just make you feel alive and feel good.
No wonder they call it play therapy. You could feel better by doing the thing you enjoy. Who would have known?
I haven't. Trying hobbies help you discover a passion that you weren't well of before. People who seem to have a hobby have a better understanding of themselves, studies show that.
It's neat how something as simple as finding a different hobby can affect someone like this. Really interesting.
To all our viewers out there, never underestimate the power of hobbies. Let this episode be your guide to finding your hobby, and also let this episode be proof of what finding hobbies can do.
Thank you everyone for joining us on this hobby finding episode. Now, although this was about generally why adopting different hobbies can be beneficial, be sure to tune into the next episode where we actually get going on a specific hobby.
Oh yeah, be sure to tune in next time whenever that's released.
Until next time everyone, this has been the first episode of Hobby Hangout. Have a great one everyone.
See you soon.
And there you have it. This dynamic duo embarks on their incredible journey to explore the world of hobbies, all while having a good laugh along the way. Be sure to tune in next time on Hobby Hangout. Farewell.